This is our second technical analysis video, just kind of going over some patterns. We're going to go over obviously the cup and handle here. And so what the cup and handle is would be the cup here, the handle, and the breakout. And so this is the left cup, this is the left cup base of the cup, right cup, and the handle. So basically what this is here is you're reaching high points, people are taking profits, short-term holders of the stock, so people who entered down here are taking profits, and that kind of drops the stock a little bit. Now as it drops, you have more buyers stepping in because it made this huge run up. Now there's these people who see a good deal, or even if it was just slowly falling into a cup, you can see this is where people would be kind of thinking this is a very attractive price. People, as it starts to flatten out, more people come in, and then typically you'll see this is solid green up here, but more often than not you'll see a lot of red and green, and that's the cup kind of working through the sellers. So it gives a very steady support as it's building the right side of the cup. And so once it gets up here, this would be the double top. So actually we can show that that is the resistance here. So this is the double top, and once it gets here, then some of the short sellers, not short sellers, but short-term holders who got in down here are taking profits up here, but most of the sellers left in this run here. So now there's not nearly as many people to sell and drive the price down. And once this decline starts to happen, you have, first of all, it usually will stop at a point of support. And if it's not support, then it's less than 50%. So this will retrace less than 50% of the base of the cup. So the handle, if it's longer than 50%, it's invalid. It could still react the same way, but the chances of it reacting bullish are a lot slimmer. So what you want to see is this is really nice. This is similar to a bull flag setup here, which oftentimes they are. It's just a steady stream down, very nice reversal candle. And you can see here on the RSI, it came down, bounced off of that 50 level, and started to work its way back up. And so as it works its way back up, and then it breaks through this double top here, that's where it gets this huge spike in volume, and it really just gets a huge incline in price. So this is one of the nicer cup and handles that I could find for the video. There are more rugged looking ones. So Apple on the daily chart, you'll see them all the time, but also these are ones that you can look at. So it doesn't have to be a perfect cup. It would be, you want typically a double top. They can be kind of diagonal, like if this was the right side of the cup and this was the left side, but you really want a double top. So this would be the cup, and you have the handle, and it had a little bit of a volume increase or a little bit of a price increase, but not much. So this is a failed cup and handle, but it is the pattern that you're looking for. And so you really just kind of want to look out for a drop, you want a base, and then you want that steady incline. And so in order to trade this, you can either get in on the base as long as you see that it's bottoming out and it's not, it doesn't have more room to fall. So this one could be a little tricky, but you would have your support lines drawn. And so then you would hit that. Now you have new support there, and you have new support here. And so with all of these, you can kind of enter on either of them. They're not following lower, and they all are giving really nice bounce plays. And so once this comes up to the right side of the cup, this price level here will tell you this is a good point to take profits because it is a double top, and it's probably not going to break through it. Oftentimes the cup will break through just with no handle, but the chances of that happening are lower. So take profits up here, and then look for a bounce and re-entry. As you can see here, it actually bounced very nicely off of the EMAs. So it's respecting those really well. So that now you know if you see this one bounce here and then it starts to fall again, you know that that would be a very solid entry. You can see that little doji right there sitting on the EMA, and then it just gaps up for the next couple days. So again, you wouldn't get much profit from this, but if you had sold at the top there and then bought on this candle that's at 127, and you could have sold it at 145. So even on just equity, that's a solid increase. And this happens on every time frame. This will be on the 1 minute charts, the 15s, the 30s, and this is the daily chart, and it'll be on the weeklies as well. So keep an eye out for these. These are probably my favorite patterns to play. So once you kind of see one and you start to really notice it, it becomes a lot easier to pick them out. And again, so just trading that. Let me zoom in a little bit. So just trading the cup and handle. If you were waiting for this to bottom out, you can kind of ignore that wick, but as you can see, it's following this EMA, the same one that Apple was following actually. And it starts to bottom out and kind of catch some volume, catch some price action. This would be your entry somewhere in here. Sell at the double top, wait for the dip, wait for the reversal. So this second candle would be a nice one, and ride it there from 41 cents up to 48 cents. So that is a nice almost 15% gain, and that is trading on the cup and handle.